Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team from the SEC, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Middle Tennessee's offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the...
Oh, he's got some space. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Finds his man, it's Ryan. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. First down here for the offense. To the air on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And how about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups, even though that...
A shot toward the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Wants to throw again. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Blue Raiders! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So the Boise State Broncos offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game. What players did you guys look to for motivation and make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for us.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly, and it can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Breaks into the open. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Throwing on the run. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Got a little space. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Sets up the screen. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker bragged that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, 1st down. On the option. Quick toss. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Quickly complete. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
And how about that 3rd down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the 1st to keep the drive going.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
14, Boise State, 3.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Off play action on 1st down. Finds his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Wagner. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Of the period, 1st down here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Caught behind the line. It's Riley. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Then so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires on the move. Pulls it in. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Listen, sometimes these quarterbacks, they get locked in on who they want to throw to. I didn't think he was open there. Nice job by the defender, breaking on the football, batting the ball down, making sure that receiver can't make a throw.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and put the yards over there.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Lyle. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So,
touchdown, MTSU. He got a step and just dusted the field. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
He'll bring it out. It's Bates. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution, and that field starts to shrink, and it gets a little bit more difficult.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Bates. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Out of the gun. They'll run it inside. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. Turns it on in midfield. Turning it on. And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted to stop the threat. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 15. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. It's first down from the 11. They'll go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Touchdown Broncos! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open.
He's got it inside the 30. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
Catch in the middle, it's Lacey. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense, you continue seeing that coverage.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Bates. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll cut this lead down to 5. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from in, and he loses the ball deep in his own end.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Broncos send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for a crease to the left. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Not a big window, and that throw was money. They got it at the 30. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. Who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing job.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to...
He's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Middle Tennessee, 28. Boise State, 16.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Snags it quickly on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Makes the grab. It's Jeffrey. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Bears the pressure. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looking for space. It's Lyle. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Right back to the well. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Makes the catch. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Riley. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. It's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Oh, he's got a chance. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. The give on the option. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Finding an escape route. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, there's not a running back in the country that doesn't want to get fed and get fed and get fed, and he has been. He's been fed, and now he's up to 150 yards, so great productive day for this running back and create a lot of balance on this offense.
We've reached the end of the period. Middle Tennessee is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He might want another play. Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Smashes through the tackle. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Trying to set up the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Wagner. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf. 2nd down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Bates. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Broncos are in the hurry-up. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And the Broncos have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Broncos! And here they come, almost all the way back.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score.
Boise State, 23.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Lacey. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. It's on target and complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Power football with the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be third and long. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now facing a third and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Lacy. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Wagner.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They turn to the passing game on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, if that last incompletion's any indicator, it's going to be hard to convert this fourth and short coming up. You're trailing late in the game. You've got to come up with a big completion, but where are you going to go? Where's your best matchup here on this next critical down?
He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time.